Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for June 3rd, 4th, and 5th, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Now, you know that I'm going to be using for the main reading, and this is not the main reading. This is the introduction, and it will be the introduction for all of the signs. I will put the timestamp so you can bypass the introduction and go straight to your personal reading. Remember your rising, ascending, moon, Venus, all of those things. If check your natal chart, crosswatch. I will put that timestamp in the description. Anyway, for the main reading, when we get to the main readings, I will use my Radley Valentine Angel Tarot cards. I will use my John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards, and I will also pull one from my Emily Anderson Crystal deck. Now, for this introduction, I am going to use my Waite Rider deck and my Colette Baron Reed The Good Tarot cards. I think I got that all right. Now, remember, I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy, but remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. I'm an intuitive channeler. I open myself to higher power. Let myself channel through the Holy Spirit, and whatever comes out just comes out. Hopefully I do not try to put too much interpretation of my own spin on it. Anyway, a couple of things we need to know about. We do have something this weekend with the planets. The planets are doing a lot of very interesting stuff. It's not just in the stars. It's been in the planetary energies too. We've had some meteorite showers, and we've had some asteroids, and we've had some the Schumann resonance, which I don't know a whole lot about, but I posted periodically. That has been spiking white quite a bit, so there's a lot of energies going on. Now, this 3rd, 4th, and 5th, we have Saturn, which is an Aquarius, and remember, Saturn and Aquarius it's been there since 2021, right? 21, yes, and it will be there until 2023. This is, to me, it has always been about illusion versus reality, so lies versus truth, and truth will win. Now, it is going retrograde on the 4th of June, so it has been slowing down right now, and it will slow down until it stops, or it appears to stop, and then pushes back through a lot of the information that we've already gone through. Now, it does that until October of 2022, and then it will turn and go direct, but we will have that shadow actually until January of 2023 when it transitions to its next phase. Now, I'm thinking too that we've had Pluto in Capricorn since 2008. And Pluto, death, destruction, rebirth, but it's usually death, destruction first. And a lot of times Pluto is that tower card, okay? Everything has to come down before you can rebuild. Capricorn, though, is the builder, is the one that wants to create. So we've got those two going on. The last time this happened for the United States was 1776 through 1778. So there's some interesting energies correlating with that. Anyway, the reason I bring Pluto up is that it is retrograde, and it will be retrograde until October of 2022. Now, it will be going another, a year and a half till 2024, but we have that Saturn and that Pluto retrograde. And I feel like a lot of this energy is, hey, if you haven't heard this, if you don't know this, if you need to dig deeper, I feel like Saturn and Pluto want to really dig deep and really muck out the stalls, kind of like if you ever do horseback riding or animal stalls, and I don't do any of that. It's cleaning out the stalls. So a lot of information, a lot of strange information, I think, will be coming out. Now, I'm not saying this could be in that universal world, the universal, I should say, field. It could be in our personal energies also. So we have that. Now, that's on the 4th. I feel that has a big push towards us. Now, Mercury, which has been in retrograde in Taurus, it does go direct on the 3rd. So there's some interesting stuff with that. We also have, let's see, is there anything else going on between that? those two dates. Not a lot with the planets, except that they are coming into an alignment. I did post an article about that. And, I have talked about the weekend of the 4th. I have talked about the 24th, where these planets are going to be in a strange alignment. I shouldn't say strange. They're going to appear to be more in an alignment. So there is some interesting stuff going on there. Anyway, let's kind of go through here. The 4th, I told you Saturn. I told you Mercury. Oh, Mercury on the 3rd in Taurus will be squaring with Saturn in Aquarius. Okay, so right as it's about to, so Saturn is stopped. Mercury is stopped because they're both going to be changing directions. And the squaring usually means Mercury is about information, is about hearing news. It is about electronic energies too. And squaring means that the pressure is on. They're both going to be very intense type of energy. So it'll be interesting to see here what we might see or hear on the 3rd. Now the 4th, 5th, and 6th. There is also some spiritual energy, religious energy going on, both in the Christian and the Jewish faiths, Judaism faith, so there, and even if you do not believe in that, even if you do not follow those spirituality, Christian, religious energies, it doesn't mean that it isn't intense energy going on at that time. So I kind of feel that this does have a very big impact on us. We need to really shine our lights. I'm always talking about that the people that follow me, I do believe that we are star seeds. I do believe we chose to be on this mission. If you don't know what star seeds, crystal guides, indigo children, you can look that up on the internet, and there's a lot of information out there. But it does, it has been some articles or has been some information out there that like 200 million souls chose to be incarnated for this time. So we need to make sure that we shine our lights, keep positive on all things. Even if we're feeling stressed, breathe through it. Okay, so let's see. So that's kind of the update. Let's see what we have with the cards. What higher power? What do we need to know? What do we need to know, Holy Spirit, higher power? What do we need to know for this weekend? What's the word? What is the word? I do feel that there is a I do feel strong presence right now. I do feel a preparation energy here. Preparation. Now, again, we are talking more in the supernatural realm than in the natural realm. So there could be this where, we need to make sure we are connecting with higher power, connecting with our spirit guides or whoever that is to us. And there is a lot of chatter and talk about upgrading of DNA out there. This could be one of those weekends that we feel that even more. Okay, let's see what the cards have to say. And again, anything reversed to me has a stronger energy. First card is Page of Cups. Now the Page of Cups comes to us fairly regularly. I remember this being in one of the universal energies, a couple of readings ago. So, court cards. This is important for all the readings. Court cards have a dual energy. Now, pages, their underlying energy is Earth. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Taurus in Mercury right now. Capricorn with Pluto right now. Cups, though, is our Cancer, our Pisces, our Scorpio energy. It's fluid, it's emotional energy. So we have the solid ground of the earth energy, which is usually about your work, job, career. It's about motivational, money energy, starting business. But then you have the spiritual energy. You have that feeling of hope, there's a romantic energy also with the cup energy. With the cup energy. There is this sense of wanting more also here. So we have that earth energy, we have that water energy combining itself. Earth and water are energies that really do work well together unless one is, unless it's, lopsided here. Pages are very enthusiastic. They want to get out and do what they need to do. This page, I'm kind of getting this page as just kind of being quizzical. I'm getting this page as, and again, I've talked about him before. I have my cup. I'm looking and wondering, what, I'm wondering what to do with this fish. Do I throw it back? Do I take it? What do I do? And it does feel like the fish wants to communicate. The fish wants to know, what are you going to do with me also? So the Page of Cups does have this new opportunity, new journey, new sense of spirituality coming, new possibly even, romantic. Remember, we do have Neptune in Pisces, which does bring a dreamy quality to the Page of Cups also. Kind of a, what about my hopes and my dreams? What about what I want in my world? What do I want actually? I want love. I want happiness. Where is that for me? And I don't know, in some ways I'm thinking that the page is looking at the fish for the answers. Now, I don't know. I don't think the fish can give him that answers, but we never know. We never know what, what higher power uses to provide our answers. Anyway, next card is, we have the Three of Cups. Now, cups again, water, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, fluid, emotional, spiritual. The Three of Cups, threes in itself, numbers are very important. Dark energies use numbers, so should light energy use numbers. Three has the power of three. You say something, do something, you put it out 3 times. And also we have June 3rd coming up, so there could be something to do with the 3rd. This is, it's also creativity, it's also celebration. And this is definitely about celebrating. This is definitely about ownership. This is definitely about claiming what it is, claiming our lives, because regardless of what is going on in the universe, you've heard me say this before and many, many times over, we have to still live our lives, and we have to live it boldly. We have to live it boldly and without fear. Fear, tool of the devil, tries to keep our blessings from us. So it's not always easy, but there is a celebratory energy here. There is this, let's raise our glass, let's lift our toast, let's lift our voices. Next card. But at the same time, now this is reverse, strong stuff. Now the two has some choices. What do I do here? Where do I go here? What am I supposed to do? What is my decision? What, it also has some coming together energy too. But the Two of Swords, swords is our air energy. Now, air energy is also the underlying energy of the king. So just kind of combine those two. And air energy is thinking things through, making some plans, hearing some news. So we have some interesting things here. Celebratory, quizzical, kind of, where is my life? What is it that I want? But yet it is still enjoying life. It is rejoicing in life. But we also, maybe this is that we have the decision whether we do that or not, or we have the decision on what is next for us. Now, again, this is more universal energies. We'll see how this relates with the smaller readings, with the personal readings. But, the thing about this one is, so we have the moon. And I do believe that is the that's the new moon. No, yeah, I think that's the new moon. So we're in the new moon to the full moon period. And what the full new moon to the full moon is the waxing moon. This is where we wish and we put out what it is we want. The thing is about the Two of Swords, she is sitting there with her choices. She looks like she's kind of in night clothes in a way. It is night here, but it looks like she's in night clothes. So there might be some thoughts coming through your dreams. There might be some answers coming through your dreams. It might be visiting us, whatever this energy is, visiting us through our dreams. But it's kind of with her, if you look, she is, she's not blind. She's not hid. It's not necessarily hidden. The truth is not hidden. That would go with, Saturn in Aquarius, truth coming out. She knows what she really needs to do. She knows what the decision should be. There could be a little bit of hesitancy. She's kind of like, maybe she's not quite ready to face the truth because, like I said, I get this vibe this time around of her being in night clothes, even though she's sitting there in the middle, with the water all around her. So, I'm kind of also getting a like a sleepwalker effect from her. Like maybe she just came out here, maybe she was sleepwalking, maybe she hasn't really woken up yet, maybe she'll wake up and she'll be like, what am I even doing here? But again, this is always decisions. This is always, your choices. It's always thoughts, words, air energy. And remember, we are in Gemini right now. So let's go to, now I'll have to go back, Colette Baron Reed, the Good Tarot. Can you give us some clarification, higher power, for what this is all about here? Let's see. And I love it when you let me know how this resonates with you too. And remember to like, share, subscribe, click on the bell for notifications. Anyway, let's go on. Here we are. Come on, one more time. Higher power. Okay, this one's sticking out, but I still feel, we actually have two. I still feel like I need to cut. So let's see. Here we go. Well, let's see. Let's put them that way. Okay, let's see what the Good Tarot has for us. First card is, okay, so now again reversed. We have the Magician. This is Major Arcana. This is a number 1, new beginnings, new start. This is the, the Major Arcana is the journey of the Fool. This is the first stop on the Fool's journey. And this is the Magician who tries to explain to the Fool that, that we have, we as fools, or we as the people, new beginnings, we have what we need. We have what it takes. But it is always a connection with higher power. It is always, that magic, that connection, that strength that gets us what we want. But the Magician, as above, as below, also above, as below, the Magician is saying, tap into that. Tap into that spiritualism, tap into that mysticism, that supernatural energy, okay? And like I said, the 4th, 5th, and 6th has a very spiritual connotation with their, with the religions, two of the major religions right now. So there's something very magical, something very mystical also going on. Many times this is behind the scenes. Many times this is something we're not necessarily aware of. Okay, let's go on. Our next card. Okay, so now we have, again reversed, we have the 4 of Fire. Now, we did talk about water, earth, air. Now let's talk about fire. So fire is our Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. Jupiter is in Aries. Now, Jupiter in Aries will be there also until, I think that's going to also be there until October. So October has some changes in that energy too. Then it goes back into Pisces. But anyway, let's go forward. This is our passion. This is our, wanting, our going. There's a lot at stake with this fire energy right now. And now a 4 has, and the fire energy is the underlying energy of the night, okay? The night, very passionate, very consuming, wanting and going after, and very straightforward too. The 4 has stability. The 4 has leadership and also organizational energy here. The 4 of Fire is traditionally associated, the 4 of Wands, the 4 of Rods, is traditionally associated with celebration. Now, it's a different type of celebration. This is an emotional celebration. This is an accumulation, an accomplishment of things that we've been wanting. It's been kind of, it's going after, but at the same time, it is accomplishing some goals, accomplishing where we're going and what we want. So there is this, with these two energies, there is a strong connection. The Magician is saying, go after what you have the abilities. Why aren't you using them? Now, some of it is also we don't have enough faith in ourselves. But the 4 of Fire says, weddings, loving energies, go after it. Celebrations also, but more in a passionate realm than in the spiritual realm. And this is the one I pulled. Now, the Four of Air. So we have that 4 energy again. So, again, 4, talked about that. Air, we talked about that. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. So Aquarius and Gemini are in play right now. This has a little bit of a connect with higher power. Again, it's your thought processes, it's your mind. You can have there can be that emotional component of the water energy, which is spiritually connecting. There's that passionate connection, but you also need to connect with that mind also. Now, so connect, meditate, that will all be very helpful. But then at the end, rest, trust, believe that things will go better, things will be better. Okay, so that 4 of Air, 4 of Swords does have that, chill a little bit. Don't necessarily withdraw totally. You still need to have that thought processes. You still have to be mindful. I think that the 4 of Air right now for me is be mindful, but be aware of your limitations, but also of your abilities too. Okay? So the 4 of Swords traditionally is about rest and, maybe taking a vacation, but it is also about, connecting again, meditating, connecting with higher power. Now, I did tell you about the court cards. The only one I did not tell you, the underlying energy of water is the Queen. Queen is emotional. She is very caring, very spiritual, very loving energy. So she has that water energy as the underlying. So Page, Earth, Knight, Fire, Queen, Water, King, Air. Okay? So it does, so in the natural, there's some, there is some energies going on. There is some celebratory. There is some, yes, I'm going to claim this energy. I want this energy. There's some quizzical energy. There's some decision energy. And there might be a lot of that coming through your dreams, coming through the night to let us know. We know what we need to do. There is a little bit of hesitancy. There is a little bit of needing a little courage with the 2 of Swords. The Magician is telling you, hey, you just do it. You've got it. You need to. 4 of Fire is saying, again, believe, celebrate, want, go after what it is you want. And that 4 of Air is also then kind of like get your mind in the game a little bit more so, and then rest, believe. Okay? So interesting stuff. Again, let me know what this all means to you. Again, this weekend, strange energies. I hope you're following me on Facebook, Instagram, but I'm also trying to post what I post on there on my community page, so I hope you're following me there too. Anyway, let's start our readings now. Hello, my Aquariuses, and how are you? Whoa. Well, let's see. What does higher power have for my Aquarians here? I feel like things are coming together for you. I feel like the masculine and the feminine energies are coming to a better balance also. So let's see what higher power might have to say about all of that. Here, let's go. Here we are. Higher power for my Aquarians. What do you want to say? What do you want to tell them? Here we are. 1, 2, and 3. Nothing is reversed. My Aquariuses. First card. 4 of Air. Now, that is the 4 of Swords that was in the beginning, okay? Yes, I think that was in the traditional, but anyway, the 4 of Air. 4 has, didn't we have this coming up in the introduction? I could be wrong. I'm sorry if I am. But 4 has a stability to it. It has an organization, leadership energy, so it's a very strong number. For the 4 corners of the world, the 4 legs on a table, as long as it's not a pedestal. Anyway, air energy is our Aquarius, our Gemini. It is also our Libra energy. Remember that Saturn. Saturn's got something big for you. Saturn wants to really really wants to clean out so much nasty garbage that, Saturn in Aquarius energy really wants to, dig deep and just get things done. Okay, saying that, the Four of Air is about letting things happen, is about resting. It is also about, kind of chilling back a little bit, watching what happens. You don't have to run in. You don't have to be the one to save the day during this weekend. This is going to be a weekend where you need to be more of the observer than the participant. Not to tell you that I don't want you to have fun, that I don't want you to enjoy other people. But, but if people start bringing you a lot of problems, reverse it back to them. Let them be the one to solve their own problems, okay? I mean, you sometimes you got to tweak, and sometimes it's hard not to. But, and if you do have the answers, okay, but I'm going down a different road with that. The Four of Air to me, the Four of Swords for me, is that you need to be more of the observer. You need to not necessarily dive into their issues or their problems. Let it be theirs, okay? But the Four of Air is time to rest or take a vacation. Allow more time before making a decision. Meditation may provide answers. Your next card here is the Seven of Water. So now sevens, divine umbrella, divine interference, divine intervention, water, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. The new moon did level off some of that Scorpio full moon ecliptic type of energy. It kind of brought that chaotic energy more to a close. So that in itself that's much better for us. And we are about to go into Cancer season, so we're starting to grab into that. But there's still water, romantic, fluid. The thing about the Seven of Water is that this is something that, again, when I'm telling you to step back, and again, not necessarily be diving into anything right now, it's because things are changing for you. There are, the Seven of Water is about choices, is about things being presented to you. I feel like this is evolving. That this is opening up, and you don't necessarily have to jump at the first offer if you're looking, I don't know if it's looking for a job, looking for a romance. I'm not telling you to refuse it. I'm just saying I don't really feel like you have to jump at it. Again, that Four of Air is trying to tell you to rest a little bit. Let's see what happens. You don't have to go in. Again, I feel like you need to step back. You don't have to be diving into anything right now. Let the offers come. See how it transitions for you, at least for these 3 days. See how things transition. See how things unfold. But this does have choices, and with it, a complex decision. The need to do research. Stop procrastinating. Your next card is the Page of Water. So now, the Page of Water, that was the Page of Cups also. That was in the introduction. So we talked about that. The page underlying is our earth energy, money, job, career energy. Water is romantic, spiritual, fluid energy. Just kind of, so we have that earth and water energy. So there is this eagerness. Now, in the introduction, there's a little bit of a puzzlement, a little bit more of an intensity with the, what is going on? Tell me where we're going. This Page of Water brings about more of an eagerness, a more of a, yes, I want to see what life is going to be bringing me. I want to go where things, I want to know more. Maybe as the offers come in, you're seeing that there's some changes in, maybe changes in your luck, changes in your prospects going on. And you want, again, I'm not saying that you refuse any offers. I'm just saying, buy yourself a little bit of time before you accept, okay? Because it feels like there's an enthusiasm building up around you, my Aquariuses. Anyway, intuitive, sensitive, artistic, and friendly. A new person enters your life. A relationship begins a new phase. Heightened psychic abilities. So trust your insights, trust your instincts too, okay? Let's see what we have here with John Holland, Psychic Tarot, and Oracle cards. Higher power, can you tell us what can you how can you wrap this up for our Aquarians here? Okay. Interesting with that because Libra just got balance also, and this one came flying out to you. So we have a 4, 7, 1, 1. 1's new beginnings, 10's transition. 1 plus 1 becomes that 2, choices. But 1, 1 really is that balancing number. So if you're starting to see a lot of the 11s again, the clocks, the numbers, really pay attention to that, my Aquarians. Okay. Also, too, if you have Libra in your birth chart at all, you may want to cross-watch that because, like I said, this one popped up there too. So balance is where all the energies come into balance. You have your fire, your money, your water, I should say your earth, your water, and your air energy here. So there is all the energies come into balance for you. So this looks like it's going to be like I said, things are coming. Now, we are still in Mercury retrograde, even though, well, on the 3rd, it does go direct. There's still that post shadow. So again, there's that universal energy of trying to balance your karma, trying to give back things that you may not have accepted or that you might not have seen to take also. So I feel like this is a time, when the universe tries to make things right. But remember, we always have choices. So sometimes this is when, when we're being offered, hey, I want to make this right for you. And we go, hold that thought a little bit. We don't want to do that, but many times we do. So there is balance, energy. I love this. I'm always thinking, okay, something's going to happen because the energy's the stars. And then personally, my Aquariuses, this is a lovely reading. Okay. Let's go in and see what crystal or energy we have for my Aquariuses. Okay, let's see. So Gemini might have had the 4 of air also. I'm not sure about that, but again, check out your birth chart. You can do that. There's a lot of those on the internet where you just plug in the information you have on hand. Okay, crystal or energy for my Aquariuses is pyrite. Yes, good change of fortune, success, renewed focus, leadership. Well, the renewed focus would go with that balance. The leadership would go with that 4 of air. We can accept that. This is good stuff. Okay, my Aquariuses. I like this for you. Again, I get this, you don't have to jump at the first offer. I'm not telling you to refuse it because it could be the best, but there's more to come, and it's gonna, that in itself increases your confidence level. Anyway, my Aquariuses, take a moment to like, share, subscribe, click on that bell for notifications. As always, my Aquarians, know that you are loved, stay shining, and be blessed. Bye-bye.